So you see, that's the car. This is how it's parked, and people feel like, oh, there's just some playing there, and these people who are just playing there today, it's somebody's playing, but usually nobody's playing. The car is just parked like this whenever I get out. Okay, doesn't matter what time it is. I'm just going to give lunch to my hubby, right? But this is how, and you see there is no four-way flashes on. At least mine has four-way flashes on right now. Okay, that is not a parking area where somebody can park and just go somewhere. That's not a parking area. That is not parking. You just go there to, only in emergency. And now they are giving me extreme electric shock on the right side of my brain. I just uploaded the video that how I was when I was replaying my videos about the hearing, about that my mother-in-law, she has hearing problem, how they wanted to do this synchronizations of hearing, that make me feel guilty and all that. Oh, why did you take her to hearing, and why you did not buy hearing aids for her? But that's not going to solve the the cricket sound that she's having, some kind of cricket sound, I don't know what. So that's not going to solve that problem. She just wants to exercise, so there's nothing I can do about that, right? But these people want to make issues. So now, first they were doing on both my ears, and now they are doing only in one ear. Why? Oh, because first they thought that she's having in both the ears. So, but then when I recorded that, oh no, she's having only in one ear. So now they stopped giving me in both the ears, and now they are giving me only in the right side of my ear. Right now it's on. And so, now why they are giving me this electric shock on the right side of my head? Oh, they are just children just playing there. And I bet you if somebody's driving that car, somebody's adult over there. I don't think so. And then again, see, when I said children, they immediately gave me shooting needle pain in the right side of my head. Now, I'll tell you how these people used to give me all these kind of pain, all these kind of street theater with me. So yesterday, because I went to drop my mother-in-law to a different state, like out of state, I had also my father-in-law with me, and we had to then go do some grocery shopping and this and that, and then get the dinner for my hubby from a restaurant, and then come back home. So because we went to this restaurant, and because it was only me and my father-in-law, so they always want to sensitize that, oh look, you are there with your father-in-law, so as if I'm the sexual predator or pedophile or whatever. So they always tell the restaurants to put eggs or meat in the food. But yesterday, so this has happened many times. This was going on ever since 2015. So to sensitize me that that I'm like sexual predator, and like I and my the nice pure relationship of me and my father-in-law, or with any other male person, they always try to make it into these kind of thing. So they very clear instructions were given to the person that, oh, we want. And now, so look, their street theater is over. These ladies are even coming back. Their street theater is even over. Look, you can see that how these ladies are coming back. It's done. Because I would have left by now. And I don't know if they were just asked to do these little street theater here for for a while. So I think that's her mom or somebody, and then the child, whatever. So, but this is how these people used to do, and especially there would be red or maroon color car usually. Okay, and I'm gonna now start driving because I need to go because they are leaving anyway. So now let me leave. Okay. So yeah, this is how they placed eggs in the fried rice, and very clear instructions were given that do not put eggs in the fried rice. And guess what? We went at around 3 p.m. over there at the restaurant to pick up, and there were not as many people. I saw probably 4 to 5 families. That's it. And it's a big restaurant. It's a chain restaurant, it's a big restaurant, and I never, like, I mean, a person cannot relate this to a chef, that, oh, don't place eggs in the fried rice. I mean, how busy the chef was, I mean, I understand if the chef was super busy and, he could not, or he forgot or something, unless the way they hack, my family members or my brain or like that, unless the brain of the chef was hacked and he placed it, or it's a simple street theater. They, CIA and all these people, Freemasonic people, they'll just go and tell, oh, you need to put eggs in this rice today, in the fried rice, because this has happened consistently. They always want to make an issue about me, and like there's absolute nothing between, but they want to make issue as if, it's like a big crime to go with my father-in-law somewhere. And it was my mother-in-law's idea. I was never to go, by the way, to drop her off. It was her idea that, I should go with them to drop her off. Somebody else was coming to pick her up, some other relative was coming to pick her up. Anyways, and then we should go and, do all the, because I don't drive by myself all the way there. Like, I do like little bit driving around here, but if any far driving, I need somebody on my side. But it was only my father-in-law and my mother-in-law, they were to go in their car. I was not even to go. But just because my mother-in-law said, and like I said, and I knew these people will make some kind of problem. Either they will have cops, somewhere on the side of the road, but just because they had opportunity at the restaurant, so they just told restaurant people, the chef, to put the eggs in the fried rice. And sure enough, my hubby did not eat the fried rice, and it was very badly made. We have dined in for past, I don't know, 10 years now, 12 years, and now they started to give me electric shock on the right side of my head as I'm speaking. You see, they started to give me electric shock on the right side of, it's almost like pressing. At the same time, it feels like a press. So they even want to make issue about the fried rice, because for past 10-12 years that we have dined there, their fried rice have been really nice. We like it, and I did not even see much vegetables in it. My hubby likes it. He always gets fried rice now. So I thought he will eat fried rice, but it was probably so badly made by this chef. Now they are giving me more and more electric shock because they want to make issue about the fried rice, or about me going with my, or coming back with my father-in-law, something. They want to make issue about it. So, poor thing, my hubby could not even eat that. Right? I mean, how badly it was probably made, I don't know. But I could tell it wasn't a normal looking regular fried rice that we usually order. There were barely any veggies in it. And now they are giving me more and more press on the right side of my head as I'm driving, as I'm going to give my, lunch to my hubby. That's the lunch bag. I already prepared his lunch and I'm going there, but they are continuously giving me this press. It's kind of, somebody's pressing real hard on the right side of my head in that crown section, exactly where they give me zap, electric zaps, electric shock on the right side of my head. It's a same area, but these are not zaps. It's like somebody's pressing down so hard that it hurts, okay, on the right side. And guess what? I just uploaded the video. I just made a video on my phone about how they were giving me ear ringing since yesterday night. They woke me up at 4 a.m. I had to wear these earbuds. I showed you in my previous video that I was having these earplugs I was wearing in both the ears while I was cooking, okay? Because they gave me so much this sound, both the ears, and it almost felt like I was having in my head. And then when I went to play back the videos, and I removed the left side of my earplugs from the left side. That is when the sound stopped from the left side, because I needed to hear the replay the video, because I wanted to do the titling of the videos in on the YouTubes that I upload. So, but then they continued giving me on the right side. Okay, and now that I'm out and I'm driving and I removed the right side of my earplug, I noticed that now they have stopped on both the sides. I can't hear now that. I'm gonna be quiet and I'm gonna see. Nothing. Okay, so it's very faint. I can, so it's nothing on the left side, but it's very, very faint on the right side. Okay, so like I said, they turn it on, they turn it off, they do low pitch sound, then they do extreme high pitch sound, and so we know that this is not normal earrings. And they always want to synchronize everything that I do in my life. They always want to make, same thing this montauk.net guy talks about. They are doing energy harvesting from star seeds, because we are the god and source energy, so they need to harvest energy. The only way to harvest the energy from us is to do this physical and mental torture. And as Dr. Richard Boylan says, they do super interrogation. But to do super interrogation, as CIA Robert Duncan says, that they can do improbable synchronizations. So this is where the synchronizations are coming. Oh, you went to the hearing center to show your mother-in-law this hearing thing, but you didn't buy hearing aid, or you did not, whatever issue now they want to make, or why did you take her, whatever issue they want to make. So now they started to give me this continuous hearing thing, almost so much. It lasts entire morning, it lasts night time. Absolutely, they do it very high pitch, high sound. So it's very bothering. Unless and until I go to sleep, but then they wake me up at around like 4 a.m. to create these sounds. So whatever. This is how they torture not only me, even you see how they tortured my hubby for the fried rice thing. They made sure that the eggs was placed. Now initially when they were giving me a lot of these, say for example, now they again started to press right side of my head when I said about the fried rice again. Why? Because it was them who made sure, by either hacking the brain of the chef or telling the chef to place the eggs in the fried rice, and don't make it as good and all that. So these people do all this, and it has never happened before. And now they're again pressing the right side of my brain as I'm talking about fried rice. So they again want to make issue about it, So it was them who told the chef, or they hacked the chef's brain, and they made sure that the chef places eggs in the fried rice. Why? Oh, because you and your father-in-law, you're driving back home. You are alone, by as if what all we're gonna do. Even at home we are all alone by ourselves. My mother-in-law is not there today. So what? I mean, we can't have a normal relationship, like in the sense father-in-law and like I'm a daughter-in-law. They even used to do it with my own father. Okay, this is how they would. I mean, I can't imagine they would do it even with any of the my nephew who would come to my house. If anything, I'm taking my nephew to somewhere, but even my niece is with us, my mother is with us, but they want to make issue about and they will have all these random cars or even cop cars parked in my own neighborhood. Forget restaurants. Yeah, they will tell restaurants to place meat in my food only. Okay, of all the 6, 7, 8 people who go to dine, only in my food they will tell the people. Okay. Now, for example, we were going to, I and my hubby only, okay, we were going to a restaurant, and I spoke about Uranus. Okay, it's a planet, Uranus, right? Now I was telling my hubby that how I was watching this tarot reader. She's a tarot reader from Greece. From Egypt, and she pronounces Uranus as Uranus. Okay, the way like she pronounced in my 35, 36. When did I start watching her video? Last year. Yeah, so 38 years of my life, I have never thought of the Uranus as your anus. Like I never could decipher like that. Now they're just giving me twitch on the left side of my thigh, confirming the same. Okay, so one twitch on the left side of my thigh, so they were confirming. So I never thought or deciphered. Now we have a helicopter. Okay, there's a helicopter there. Look, I don't know. You see that helicopter? This is also another thing they used to do a lot. If I'm recording something, so they want to make issue about, when I previously recorded those people over there, how they used to do gang stalking and all that, and they will have helicopters also pass in my path like this, okay? That is another synchronizations, like Dr. Richard Boylan says, Robert Duncan says, they do improbable synchronizations. Probably you can see that helicopter over there, okay? Yeah, they will, because I've gone so many times to give lunch to my hubby. Why this helicopter is right now only here? Why? That is it. They want to put it in my path. Why? Because I just recorded the video of, and I'm continuously talking about this sexual predator. And don't forget, I just uploaded the video where I said that how actually Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin, Roosevelt, and Ronald Reagan, all these people, not Roosevelt, but Ronald Reagan, that is whom I know of, at least. They were pedophiles. They used to have orgies, parties, prostitutes parties. They used to mock Jesus Christ. They were Freemasons, and all Freemasons, they worship Lucifer, and they worship this fallen angel Lucifer. They worship the devil. They do witchcraft. They are into witchcraft. They do child and animal and human sacrifices. Okay, Bush is into bone and skulls. What is it? It tells you bones and skulls. The name tells you that it's nothing but all witchcraft, where they do animal and human sacrifices. He invoked the spirits of chaos on the inauguration day, and 33 weeks later, 9/11 happened. So 33 is nothing but the highest degree in Freemasons, and these people love to use numerology and everything. So it's okay for these people to do orgies. We already know about Hunter Biden. He's all the sexual thing that was found in his laptop. He's liking for the young girls, and he going to all these, prostitute parties and orgies or whatever. These kind of it is all laid in Thomas Horn's, Dr. Thomas Horn's book, Zeitgeist 425. You can look it up. So anyways, he's the one who exposed all these precedents, that how they were 44 presidents are Freemasons. They are into witchcraft. They kill people. They drink their blood. They do human and animal sacrifice. They do orgies parties. They do prostitute parties. So it's okay for these people to do every single thing, right? And now they are giving me electric shock on the right side of my head. Okay, even they call the they call prostitutes in Washington DC during the inauguration of presidents to have this mock sexual ritual, so to invoke the spirit of Osiris from the male organ, which is the Washington Monument. It's nothing but penis, right? So that's okay for them. They will display the penis out in open, but that's okay for them. Oh, look, it's a male organ, it's a freaking penis. That's okay. And then from that, the spirit of Osiris goes into the pharaoh sitting president, who because that dome is nothing but the womb of Isis, right? And this is what they are preparing the Antichrist for, or they are preparing their way for Antichrist. So it's okay for these people to do all of this, but then they do reverse engineering or reverse mind programming that I am sexual predator. I'm like, we never had any such. He was just sitting on his seat. We were just we just went to Indian grocery store. We just went to this restaurant to pick my hubby's thing, and then we just came back home. He's not that you all might be that kind of person where you start looking at people with these kind of mindset. But I do not have that kind of mindset, or nor does my in-laws or my family members have these kind of mindset. Yeah, you might have that kind of mindset because you are the evil and devil. Okay, we are not. So yeah, I'm not surprised if you are having that kind of mindset. So yeah, they will place cop cars in like this, or they will have helicopters, or they will have all these gang stalking cars right in my neighborhood. Not even in my subdivision. Right where I have to make turn in my subdivision, they will have cop cars over there. This is how they used to do a lot of synchronization. So anyways, I was talking about this Uranus thing. We have always said Uranus, right? And now the way she was pronouncing, I figured, or something clicked. Oh, it's like your anus. So I was just telling that to my hubby while we were driving to go to the restaurant. And the moment we arrived at this was the Asian restaurant, not this one I'm talking about, but it's a different local Asian restaurant, okay? Now there were probably only 2 families. When we went there were only 2 families. So it's not like there were so many people dining there. So it's not like they were short of their silverwares, okay? Now we had ordered this noodle soup, okay? And it's a big bowl. It's a very huge big bowl of noodle soup, okay? And for that, it's a special spoon that is required to drink that soup, okay? It's a soup spoon, I would say, the big, deep ones, not the regular stainless steel one. But what did she do? They gave me the stainless steel ones. And I was noticing for the rest of the people who were dining before us and all those who came after us, she gave this actual noodle soup spoon, and she had this sarcastic smile on her face while she was giving me this soup. So this is how these people used to do the street theater with me, to make me feel down. Oh, and I already knew before I even went to the restaurant, I knew that, because I've said something about Uranus or whatever, or basically something, it's a bad thing, you cannot say that. So to make issue about that, they will tell the restaurant to either place meat in our food or eggs in our food that usually we do not. We do eat eggs, but we don't like in certain food. So, but they will tell to do this kind of stuff, or not to give some kind of silverware to us. I mean, it's so bizarre thing that these people do. And then also they will have sarcastic smiles. So it's not just one thing on its own, like unless these people's brain are being hacked, it's almost like somebody's going in and telling these chefs to do this on purpose, to synchronize every single thing I do, to make issue about everything. They want to do improbable synchronizations because they want to do super interrogations. So super interrogation is done. You said Uranus, so now we're gonna make sure that you get this silverware spoon, just a regular spoon, stainless steel spoon, to drink that soup, which barely any soup will come in that stainless steel spoon. Or we'll tell the Taco Bell, or we'll tell some other restaurants to place meat in your food, So, or else if that nothing is working, then we'll, back then in 2015, 16, 17, 18, they used to give me cuts on my face, on my forehead, on my neck, everywhere. They used to give me long cuts whenever this kind of issue arrived, about, like, say, me and my father-in-law. But at the same time, they will have cop cars on the right side of the road. Just they will make it known, because the cop cars won't be at a random position. So for example, I'm going right now to give food to my hubby, and I never see any cop cars here, never. But then at a very peculiar position, they will keep the cop cars there. For example, once I was going to park, I've never driven like by myself in downtown area, like here where I was living, okay, not by myself. And I'm always scared of downtown areas, especially when it comes to parking. So my friend had said that, let's just go to this downtown, this like a block party where they have all these different restaurants, not restaurants, sorry, the stalls, right on the road. There are different stalls of different cuisines. So she was like, let's try it out. But there was a parking problem. But where the street where all these stalls are, the next block is my hubby's hospital where he works. So usually I only knew of that parking. So once I was and it was weekend, and I've all, like, say for example, today's weekend, right? Today's Saturday. So I'm going to give this to my hubby, right? So back then it was a weekend also. It was only Saturday this event occurs. So I went on Saturday, and I've been going for past 12 years. And back then it was like probably 8 or 10 years back then, because this happened 2016, 17, I would say. So maybe 8 years ago, I would say. So I have never seen such a thing where the moment I enter the parking lot of that hospital, there will be barrels placed to stop me, and the security guards will then tell me ask me where you want to go, this and that. This has never happened in the 12 years. Why only at that day? Because I had already prepared my mind that I will just go and park here, and we were to go there for like an hour or something. How long it's gonna take to figure out those food items? Maybe hour or at least 2 hours. Because it closes at 1 and we were to meet at 11 over there. So 11 to 12 and 12 to 1 o'clock it closes down anyways. So even for that, so if they can tell the security guards to place barrels and to make issue for super interrogation purpose that she's coming here, you place the barrels, and when to place barrels, because see, if they are placing barrels for every car that is entering that hospital, since morning safe they were doing it. So bizarre, right? Because when I was coming out of it, I never saw that barrels. I parked my car in there, okay, and in 2 hours or 1.5 hours, whenever I came back and I took my car out of that hospital, how come there were no barrels placed? So obviously the barrels was placed only when I was coming in. They already told these people, right? Or else why would it was very bizarre. So it's obviously, if they can tell these people to place barrels while I'm entering and make me feel guilty, or just to dictate me, oh, you don't park here, and after that we figure out there's another parking lot where it offers like free parking on weekends, and we always park there later. But this is how they used to do dictations. Obviously they can see what I'm seeing, they can hear what I'm saying, okay, and that is how they told that security guy to place barrels and to stop me and ask me this question. And then so why can't they tell these restaurant chefs to give the silver spoon or to place the meat at a particular time? Obviously they can do it. And if the mind of that security guard was hacked for this barrel purpose, to that extreme, if people's mind are getting hacked and they are not even recognizing or remembering that they did something like of this sort, then you can imagine how much technology this bad is, how much bad this technology is. Now they are giving me electric shock again on the right side of my head. They are pressing my right side of my head as I'm speaking. So they want to make issue that no, we did not do mind hacking of those people. We actually told those security guards to do this because we are reading your mind, and we tell people. So if they tell the security guards, obviously they are telling chefs too. They're telling chefs to place all these eggs in the fried rice, or give silver stainless steel spoon in ours for the soup, to drink the soup. Why? Because you're talking about Uranus. Even if something adult thing would pop up on TV, like we have no clue, and something would have popped up, and then say we are going out, and adult thing in the sense like very normal, like say even something like kissing or a scene that I don't know, something will just pop up. And if I go to some any restaurant, they will make sure that the meat is placed in my food. Only at that particular time it would happen. Then they will place insects on my side. Then they will give me cuts on my forehead. Mainly they used to give it on my forehead back then. But even still, they are doing all these meat stuff, all these, now they are giving me twitch on the left side of the knee as I'm speaking, one twitch on the left side of my knee, confirming the same that, we used to put insects whenever there was this kind of issue. We used to put now we have some traffic blockage on the other side of the road. I don't know whatever is going on there. Okay, and so we are kind of slowing down here, but this is how they used to continuously do all this continuously. It's not like a random one time thing. And so much so that even my family members knew, oh, meat, if there is meat, only I will get it from all the family members. So much so they did it. Okay, see, and this is how they, like I'm saying, they can do mind hacking of people, and they can even cause accidents. Okay, I don't want to do a lot because I'm not holding the phone, but yeah, you can see. So talk about, see, all these, this is how they sensitize. So they want to synchronize even worldly events. If they synchronize my own family members' events in my family by hacking their brain, why can't they do these people's events? Oh, we just want to have these fire trucks and ambulance sirens, so we'll do this synchronizations. Yeah, or a lot of the accidents that you see on road, lot of people who is falling down or who's dying from palpitations or whatever, all of this is could be easily done by hacking their brain. Like, because they made my father-in-law fall down, they gave my mother-in-law fall down. It was all done by these people, and the rib fracture was given to her. It was induced. They gave car accident to me by inducing sleep in me. They gave car accidents to my hubby just to synchronize